Today, we're diving into a pretty incredible secret to our health. And it's not something you're going to find in a bottle or on a new fitness app. Nope, it's a solution that's been hiding in plain sight this whole time, literally right under our feet.
I mean, have you ever wondered about this? With all our modern medicine and technology, why are so many of us just struggling? Plagued by aches and pains that won't go away, a level of fatigue that coffee can't fix, and just terrible sleep. We're always looking for some complicated answer, but what if we're missing something really, really simple?
Well, the idea we're digging into today is pretty radical. It suggests that the cause of all these problems, and maybe, just maybe, the cure, isn't some newfangled discovery. It's been here the whole time, just waiting for us. So let's get into it. Okay, so first things first, we've got to understand the problem. And believe it or not, it starts with something we do every single day without even thinking about it, putting on our shoes. We think our shoes are great, right? They protect us, they support our arches, they give us comfort. But what if they're actually a wall? What if they're a prison that cuts us off from something vital? For the past, 50, 60 years, we've wrapped our feet in these shells of rubber and plastic, and in doing that, we've completely disconnected ourselves.
And this image, wow, it just says it all perfectly. Just picture a huge, beautiful tree, but its roots are totally encased in concrete. They can't get any nourishment from the soil, right? Its leaves would turn yellow, it'd get weak, it would start to wither. The argument here is that we are that tree. Our feet are our roots, and our shoes, they're the cement.
And look, this isn't some mystical idea. It boils down to really simple science. The stuff our shoes are made of, rubber, plastic, all those synthetics, they are all electrical insulators. Their entire job is to stop the flow of electricity. So when you're wearing them, you're standing on a barrier, completely cut off from the planet's electrical energy. So how does being disconnected turn into an electrical problem? I mean, that sounds kind of weird, right? To really get why this is so damaging, we have to start thinking about our bodies and the Earth itself as electrical systems.
Because that's what you are. You're not just a bag of flesh and bone. You are fundamentally an electrical being. Your heart beats because of an electrical pulse. Your brain sends electrical signals to make you think and move. You are, for all intents and purposes, a walking, talking battery.
Now, just like a car engine creates exhaust, our bodies create a kind of metabolic exhaust from breathing, from eating, from dealing with stress. Science calls this stuff free radicals, but a much better way to think of them is like little tiny thugs with a positive electrical charge. They're unstable, they're missing an electron, so they just rampage through your body, stealing electrons from your healthy cells. And that theft, that causes damage, irritation, and what we feel as inflammation.
But here's the amazing part. Nature already provided the perfect fix. The surface of the planet we live on is a massive, and I mean massive, reservoir of free electrons. It has a constant natural negative charge. The Earth is basically a giant rechargeable battery, offering an endless supply of the exact thing those free radical thugs are trying to steal from you.
And this analogy here is just brilliant. Think about an electrical plug, like for your lamp. It has two flat pins, right? One brings power in, the other completes the circuit. But what about that third round pin? That's the earth or the ground. Its whole job is to get rid of any excess voltage to keep your appliance from getting fried. Well, your body's the same. You take in charge from food and stress, but you've pulled out the ground pin. So all that excess positive charge from the free radicals just builds up and up, causing internal short circuits that we experience as pain and disease.
So, what happens when we finally plug that ground pin back in? This is where it gets really good. This is where we see the profound benefits of reconnecting to what the source calls the Earth's free medicine.
The most immediate thing that happens is a direct hit on inflammation. The moment your bare skin touches the Earth, all those free, negative electrons from the ground just flow into your body. They hunt down those positively charged free radicals, and poof, they neutralize them on the spot. That inner fire of chronic inflammation, which is at the root of almost every major disease, it just starts to go out.
And check this out, because this is one of the most incredible changes they've seen. Often when we're insulated, our blood gets thick and sludgy. The red cells all clump together, kind of like ketchup. It's hard to pump. But after just 10 minutes of direct contact with the ground, those same cells separate. They start flowing freely. The blood becomes thin and fluid, more like water.
And again, this isn't magic, it's just physics. The principle is called zeta potential. Basically, that flood of negative electrons from the Earth gives the surface of each red blood cell a negative charge. And what do similar charges do?
Like magnets, they repel each other. The cells literally push away from each other, letting them glide smoothly through your veins, delivering oxygen way more efficiently and taking a huge load off your heart.
So you can see how this creates a huge cascade of positive effects. We're talking less pain, deeper and more refreshing sleep, way lower stress because it calms your whole nervous system. It even seems to slow down the aging process by fighting that oxidative stress that literally rusts our bodies from the inside out. It's pretty amazing.
And if that wasn't cool enough, there's actually a frequency to all of this. The Earth has its own natural heartbeat, a resonance of about 7.83 hertz. And what's wild is that our brains produce brain waves in that exact same frequency range when we're in a state of deep relaxation, meditation, or restorative sleep. So by connecting to the Earth, we are literally tuning our bodies back to their natural, calm rhythm.
Okay, I know what you're thinking. This all sounds incredible, but how do we actually do it? Well, this is the final, most important part, and honestly, it's also the simplest. Here's how you plug yourself back in.
The method is as simple as it gets. Just find a little patch of nature, a park, your backyard, whatever. Take off your shoes and socks and just stand there for 10 minutes. You don't have to do anything, just be. Feel the ground beneath your feet and know that a powerful, healing energy exchange is happening.
Now, where you do it does matter a little bit. You want to find surfaces that are conductive, that let that energy flow. So think wet grass, damp soil, a sandy beach, even unpainted concrete works. But you want to avoid insulators like asphalt roads, wooden decks, or vinyl floors. They'll just block the connection, same as your shoes.
So in the end, it all comes down to a choice. A potted plant has these limited little roots, right? It can only get what you give it. It can never grow truly strong. But a forest tree, it sinks its roots deep into the earth. It draws endless strength and it can survive any storm. By taking off our shoes, we're choosing to stop being these fragile potted plants and start becoming resilient forest trees, plugged right into the infinite healing power of our planet. So, what's stopping you from reconnecting?